Hey everyone, welcome back. Smart money is selling Pepe. All right, that's at least what the publications are saying. We're going to kind of go into some of these articles, debunk some of this conversation that we are having, and look at exactly what the numbers are as we look at the smart money investors per se selling the Pepe Coin token because of the fact that we are seeing a lot of the sentiment worsening in the market. And a lot of people are talking about Pepe potentially crashing 90%. And that's something where this article goes into that. We're going to kind of give you guys the rundown. I'll give you my thoughts as well. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Give me a couple minutes of your time. We'll get you on your way and out of this video. But first, if you haven't done so, we do talk all your favorite cryptos, Pepe Coin included, each and every day. Make sure you all hit that like button, subscribe down below, and let's get this discussion going, okay? So this is something where we have seen the big time investors, the total number dropping from 32 that we saw back in November to 17. This is something where a lot of the technicals also are indicating the presence of a bearish move in the works, and a very risky pattern is forming on the charts, okay? So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to pull up the Pepe Coin chart for you guys to follow along as we look at Pepe right now at that 508148 mark. And over the last month, it is interesting to note that we are up 25% in the last 30 days. So going to be something that we have to take with a grain of salt. We did get a big boost coming out from the Pectra upgrade for Ethereum. I think that is something that, as we all know, Pepe, ERC20, all of those things looking to get a boost. We did get a little bit of a pump where we did flash momentum up back on the 23rd of April. Since then, crashing down and trading now where we've settled at that 508 mark on the charts. Okay, so a little bit of a W forming there. That is something that we can look for a little solace. But right from there, guys, we did end up breaking down. And you can see it kind of within these moving averages. It is really, really volatile. Okay, you can see how sharply we did have this decline. And then from there, guys, we are trading just above, just right at that crossover that we are seeing. Okay, and you can see this crossover right here between the 50 and 100-day moving closes within those EMAs. And that's something that we do have to kind of take for what it's worth, because it is kind of relevant to this discussion. Now, will we ever get back to the 4026 mark? I don't have a crypto crystal ball. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and make a video and tell you guys buy Pepe Coin now. It's going to pump. We're going to see zeros taken off. We're going to go boom. It's not what I do. Okay, I'm not a genie in a bottle. I can't tell you guys exactly where the markets are headed. I'll tell you what I'm doing and what I'm seeing, and that's kind of why I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Please respect that and remember to do your own due diligence. Okay. But as it relates to Pepe, like I said, the biggest thing we need right now is Ethereum to pump. And when the overall market's kind of gloomy on Ethereum, that kind of leaves us all in a standstill, because I personally think that that's something that does impact the price of Pepe substantially. All right. And as we see Bitcoin kind of get back over 96, Ethereum still trading a tick below 1800. That is something that does kind of give me pause and kind of lends to this argument that Pepe is at risk, as a lot of these smart money investors are selling. Now, with that being said, keep in mind that when they do sell, it doesn't mean they're out forever, they're gone, and you can forget about them. It just means that they're trading Pepe. They probably are looking for a little bit of risk mitigation, and then they probably will get back in if Pepe were to crash once again. But we've seen this with a lot of meme coins, right? It looks like the bottom's in. It looks like they're dead in the water. They crash, and the next thing you know, boom, we get a nice 30-40% day on the charts. Okay, but since that high point in 2024 that you can see right there on your screen, we are down about 70% from that time period. Okay, and from there, guys, this is something where we have also not just done this Pepe itself. This is what a lot of the other meme coins are doing. Okay, it's coinciding with a lot of the liquidations and selling that we are seeing in the market. But one thing that is going to be kind of accepted widely is the fact that there is a little bit of a rebound within the fear and greed index. And when it comes to meme coins, fear and greed index is very important, because it does give way to the sentiment of the overall traders. And then from there, we can kind of fill in the blanks and realize that people are not scared to buy crypto. And with the fear and greed up to 53, crossing over that neutral mark just very slightly, it does kind of give me a little bit of solace knowing that people are still trading in a positive manner. Now, according to this data coming out from Nansen, this is where we have tracked 17 smart money holders. That is down from on May 7th. That is now down from 32 that we saw back in November of 24. But this is something where we've seen 3.7 trillion Pepe kind of erased. Now we only have 2.79 trillion held by these holders. Okay, so exiting their positions. You can kind of see this graphic that I can pull up on your chart or on your screen if you give me 1 second, and then you can kind of look at what we're talking about here very quickly. And that's exactly what I just showed you as we look at the tokens held by the number of holders versus the balance of those holders. And you can see kind of how that coincides with a very sharp decrease dating back to June of 2024 to where we were at right here, right now in May of 25. Now, why is this happening? Okay, so one possible reason for this is the fact that we could see the Ethereum meme coins getting hit very, very hard. It's not just Pepe, it's Shiba Inu. A lot of people have sold off meme coins since we've seen Ethereum's price crash from over 4,000 last year to 1,800 today. And as the Ethereum weakness does persist, this is something that could trigger potentially even more of a Pepe sell-off in the next coming months, okay? I think that personally there's been a shift into the Solana ecosystem. I think that's something that's been a battle for Ethereum. Solana's resurgency, we talk about Solana meme coins a lot, and they have really had their day on the charts and kind of leaving Pepe and Shiba Inu in the dust. But it doesn't mean it's dead. It just means right now we're just kind of stuck in this purgatory right now where nobody really wants to trade Ethereum meme coins, and they're out there. You know, the implementation of base chain has made this complicated as well, and other ecosystems such as Sui, such as Cardano, such as XRP even have their own meme coins now that really have kind of taken a lot of this overall market cap away from Pepe and just really stole the show. Okay, so if we want to get deeper into a price prediction for Pepe, I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell a crypto. This is not financial advice. But as Pepe was pushing a $10 billion market cap that we've seen, we're down about 70%. Okay, now we did form a bearish wedge pattern. That is where we had a huge bearish flag where we dropped below the 50-day moving average. And from there in that forecast, that is where we look for a very strong bearish breakout. This is where we have seen even more so 90% from the current level that we're at right here, right now. That would take us, you know, erasing a zero, okay, and even dropping below that to that 609618 mark, okay? But if we do kind of bust through and we get back over to that 401057 mark, that's a move that could ultimately erase all of these concerns, kind of just driving the bears out of the market, and that's where we could see Pepe go on another strong run, in my personal opinion. So I'll leave you guys with that. Appreciate you all tuning in. If you haven't done so, make sure you drop a comment down below. What do you think about Pepe right now? I want to know down below in the comments. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Cheers.